Well, hello everybody. This is Mike Hill and
Casey Hardy.
Casey Hardy. Yet again, we are, I don't even know what number episode this is, but we're going to have a little fun today. Thank you for coming out and stopping by and watching the podcast Money Matters with Hill Financial Group. We are, of course, financial planners here in Big Bad, Midlothian, Texas, right here in Ellis County. Been here for a while, office building over there by Union 28. We are doing our podcast from the Green Curtain and the wonderful Speakeasy up here in Union 28. So right next door to the building. So today we've done a lot of serious ones. Thank you for all the likes and all the shares. Please continue to like and share and subscribe to our podcast. Every week we look at it. It's getting bigger and bigger with subscriptions, so we're very thankful for that on YouTube. But we definitely want to get people out there. We want to just get information to the public. We get asked all the time, why do you do a podcast? Because everybody's got a podcast. Why not? But it's more about maybe in a 5, 10, 15-minute clip, we can explain something that maybe takes an hour and a half to read on Google or research. So, but today we're going to have a little fun.
This is a fun one.
So today we're going to talk about how to create a retirement bucket list. So many people talk about, can I afford retirement? We talk to clients all the time. Do you have a plan when you retire? Sitting on the couch watching your favorite soap opera or TV, whatever, they even have those anymore, game show is not a plan for the next 20 years of your life. You have to have something to look forward to. So retirement isn't the end, it's the beginning. I hate the word retired. I wish it would say startup, something like that, because yes, our bodies may be a little bit older and all the things, but man, our minds, they're still sharp. We have wisdom. We have history.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I'm retired, but we want to go over a couple of things that you need to do. I'm going to let Casey take the hardest one because that's what I do as the host. I just softball, just punt to him. But why a bucket list? Why do you need something written down? Why should you have something in retirement?
Yeah.
Casey?
Well, if a goal is not written down, it's a wish. It's a wish. Yeah, exactly. So, I think having a bucket list, having an idea of like what you want to go do, if it's a trip, overseas or countries that you want to see, whatever it might be, just having specific things on a list of like I've always dreamed of going to Italy or Greece or seeing Israel, whatever it might be. Those are things that are just on a list, like you might actually get them done. So I think that it also helps give purpose and direction for your retirement, which is a good motivator. Keeps retirement exciting, keeps it goal oriented. So it's like, all right, in the first 2 years we're going to go to XYZ, and 3 or 5 years, for retirement, we want to have traveled to all the national parks. Whatever it is for you guys as a couple or as an individual that you want to go do, and that you haven't had the time to do, you're not going to have the time to do it. So might as well get a good list together and have fun with it.
I mean, it's great advice, and I would say that we've had people. I mean, it's for different reasons. We've had people that we just want to pay for the whole family to go to Disney World. That's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big budget item.
Absolutely.
Then you have people that no, just never been on a plane. We've been to Hawaii. But I will tell you that most retirement people that we meet with, they range anywhere between 60 to 65. I mean, go younger than that, fantastic. Later than that, whatever. But I say that because there's a study done by Morgan Stanley, not the Monte Carlo study. There's another study when the average person starts really slowing down, when they don't travel as much, and that age is around 83. A need for income kind of drops off a cliff at 83. Everybody thinks, well, if I needed 5,000 here, I need to keep 5,000. Same amount of money at 100.
No, 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, it's about 15 years. So think about that. You do 2 trips a year. That's only 30 trips for the rest of your life that you're left. So let's make them count. So absolutely write them down. If you don't write them down where you want to go, your trip may be, oh, great, I get to go to Magnolia, nothing against it, Fest in Waxahachie. I mean, I get to go to Pickle Fest in Mansfield. That might be your only trip. We don't want that. So what everybody, one of the things that I get is people come in with these big dreams. I want to take the entire family to.
How much should they be spending on all these trips, Mike?
It isn't writing down the dream first. what you need to have is your budget first. I know that's not fun, but we need to know how much you can spend.
Yeah.
Then start pricing out your vacation because you are retired. You may have and when we do our bucket approach, we always set aside an account that's our fun account. But that fun account may have 5 zeros in it. It may only have 4. It may have 6 if you're well off. So, but my point is we need to know what your budget is for your fun account or for your big dream account, travel abroad, be going on a cruise for 4 weeks,
Right.
whatever it may be. We need to have that budgeted. It isn't let's pick what we want to do and figure out to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't, hey, I go pick up an overtime shift and I get, no, those
Yeah.
days are gone. So we need to have it budgeted first. We need to have a fund. It's something that me and you always talk about is have a savings account at your bank. Call it Cancun.
Yep.
Call it Disney World. Call it Hawaii because you may not get that couch. You may not go out to dinner, but you're going to put that money. You're going to be looking at your husband like you are getting on my nerves. I need a beach and a cocktail soon. So you're going to put that money in a Cancun account.
Yeah.
So definitely use a fund, but we need to make sure we know what our healthcare expenses are, if we have R&Ds or not when you turn 73, what your housing expenses, et cetera, in your retirement account. So one of the things I'm going to give Casey and the softball him up the easy one now because it's hard on him on why you have a bucket list. Big ticket bucket list ideas that can be budget friendly. We tried to come up with some things that, we want to do something big, Mike, but maybe our budget. We've got a champagne, taste, but a Bud Light budget.
That's
okay,
right.
so long story short, I wanted to kind of get Casey to come. We came up with some ideas. Wanted him to maybe throw out there some things that are big bucket ideas that maybe don't cost a lot.
Well, the credit card can be dangerous, but it also can be helpful with being able to utilize travel points. So as long as you're paying that, off every month, you're in good shape. But the travel points that you can get from a credit card can be a helpful way of, subsidizing some of those expenses. Going in off season, whether if it's a Caribbean vacation or, going, to France or Spain or Italy, go in the off season. So those are definitely going to be less expensive. Flights and all of the stuff that goes into that. You can usually find a more budget friendly kind of way to get there. You can also take advantage of senior discounts with national parks and other places like that around the country. I've not personally been on a cruise, but I've heard they're amazing. You can get some great deals on cruises. Let's see.
Be sure the new rules on Carnival before you leave.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's also looking at Airbnbs and doing like longer term stays in Airbnb. You might get a little discount for that. If you are someone who likes to RV, just get you an RV and travel around.
You can even rent them now.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that you can do to kind of reduce the cost of some of those fun travel, in retirement.
I can tell you something from experience. My dad and his wife did this. They had an RV and they traveled, and they did the national park. But what you could do is you could sign up to be the host for a month, where you're the ones. Yes, you have to empty the trash in bathrooms, etc. But he said he spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour a day doing those things. They give you pretty much the best spot in the park.
Oh, nice.
And you're there for free for the entire month.
Wow.
And we're talking some of the nicest parks. So you can sign up to be a host. That's a way to save a couple of $1,000s, and you get to be at Yosemite or someplace really Big Bend, someplace really, really nice. I couldn't stress this enough. You said off seasons.
Yeah.
I love that you said that. Off season. Because guess what, guys? You're retired.
Yeah.
You're not having to go in the summer anymore. You're not having to wait for 2 weeks off from Christmas if you're a teacher. You're not having to wait for Thanksgiving and spring break. You can go in February 5th on a Wednesday to the Caribbean and come back Sunday. I mean, that's absolutely. So I had to come up with the hard part of this. He got the fun one.
Yeah, the no cost.
I had to come up with a no cost. Well, like I said, I just gave one to learn a skill or a hobby. Definitely look at being a travel host or at one of the state parks. Be a host. Volunteer for a care that you care about. Like right now, some people from our church are going down to Kerrville for the flood victims. I'm not saying that's a vacation, but it's something to do to get back. It's something that can fill your spirit, can fill your soul. It doesn't always have to be about vacation. It's just something to do on your bucket list. You want to give back to the community. Here's one that I've had a lot of clients do. Take a skill, online class, paint, dancing. I've had couples that stay in shape have gone country dancing. And then they go to the country club and they dance every Saturday. It's the sweetest thing ever. So I just, those are things that you can learn how to play an instrument. You're never too old to learn something.
Yeah. Keep that mind active.
Yes. Community college. You can do online courses. You can go and sign up as a teacher at a community college, or even as a substitute teacher at the high school. Maybe, I don't know. But this one, I don't know if I would do. Host a family reunion. Maybe. I think that a themed dinner night. Maybe. I don't know about a family scrapbook. My mom did this. She went back. It was really cool. She went back to our lineage all the way back to 1600. Took her a long time, but I don't have the fortitude. I do the math on it.
Sure.
What are some things that maybe no cost, not to put you on the spot?
Yeah.
I didn't give them this assignment, so
no, you're good.
That you can think of.
Well, I think it's just finding ways to still be useful in your community. Like that could just simply mean like your family community. Like maybe you're gonna take care of the grandkids and be able to help your kids with them.
Have lunch once or twice a week with your kids.
Exactly. I know it's been super helpful since my parents have retired, just to have them, when we need help with our daughters. It's been, they love it. So keeps them young and chasing them.
And we get to give them back.
Yeah, we do. That's true. I guess you get to give them back. Which that's fine. That's fine.
My fiance now have 2 grandbabies, and she watches one twice a week, and she's about to start to watch the other one, and she goes, "Man, I'm exhausted. I love the time I have, but I get to go here."
Yeah. Take them back now. Yeah. No, absolutely. But that's always super helpful, and I think most grandparents love being able to spend time with their grandkids. So, but you can also look at, here in Midlothian, there's Mentors Care. They are always in need of mentors.
We both been a part of that.
Yeah. And so that's certainly one way that my dad has given back to the community by being a part of that program. So just places like that in your community that need help and assistance, nonprofits, things like that to volunteer. That keeps you active. It keeps you, I'm doing this for, not just myself, I'm actually still being useful to my community. So
I can't stress enough how much just giving back and going to even, assisted living centers, nursing home, reading to them. If you have any kind of talent or skill, which most of us have, something that we're good at, definitely that's a very underutilized part of the community, I think, that is always looking for volunteers, especially here in Midlothian, because we are such a young town. We kind of forget sometimes about the nursing home and assisted living next door. So definitely, there's definite groups out there, women's shelters, whatever. There's so many that we can do here in town. But so now we got our ideas.
Yeah.
We're going to do the bucket list. We're going to go be a host at the state park. We're going to save up for Disney World. We're going to go read to the kids and all the things, how to map it out. So one of the ones I'll do is I'd say you set a yearly budget. If my budget for my trips are $10,000.
Yeah.
If you take 2 trips and each $5,000 each, great. If one's free, let's spend $7 on the other one. That would be my other thing to tell you. Don't scrimp. Don't be frugal on your vacation.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. And it's not
you worked hard for saving all those years. Enjoy your retirement.
What's the point of being retired if all you're going to do is stay home?
Yeah.
I'd rather, keep your mind, because you can say what you want about work, it's work, but your mind stays active for sure. Work. Track spending, I think we talked about some budgeting.
Yeah.
Apps, if you want to do that. Also, you had mentioned on here, stay flexible. Everything evolves. One day, you
things can change quickly.
Okay, perfect example. I don't even own a shotgun. Perfect example. I don't even own a shotgun. And not to steal the podcast. I know that's sad. I own a couple of rifles and handguns, but I don't own a shotgun. I know in Texas that's blasphemy. So we went out to the shooting range place in Waxahachie, which is glow in the dark. Great place. Great. Can't recommend it enough. Park venue is what it's called. Porch venue, excuse me. Great. There's our plug.
Yeah.
But we went out there last weekend and we shot glow in the dark. that was the most fun I've had in a long time. So now I'm already going, I'm going to buy another shot. I'm going to buy a shotgun. You bring your own, you bring your own. So my hobbies are completely changed. I went from like, I don't know, I want to do this.
I don't think birds fly.
Whatever.
Blow, blow
yeah, exactly. But it was a blast. So anyway, we're definitely going to go out there and do that again. And now that's going to be definitely a hobby that I picked up. So here, in my age, I'm getting a new hobby. So try new things. Go nuts. And I'll let you, because I always do this, steal all the mic time.
Oh, yeah.
You give us the closing segment, closing tidbits for this podcast.
Just think about your budget, be creative, focus on what you really want out of retirement, and what that overall meaning of your money and what you've saved so hard for, what you want to do with it. And so I think that's important. I think you write down, like we said, write down the 3 things each year that you want to do. Create that yearly kind of checklist, if you will. But just be intentional with your retirement years and serve your community. Enjoy, go on trips. Don't try to hoard everything. That's what we're here for, to just plan and make sure we can have those 6-month every reviews and go. You've got what you need. You can go have fun. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And so just that peace of mind of going. That a lot of times it's the fear. I'm going to run out of money if I go on all these extravagant trips. And so it's like we just need to know ahead of time if you're planning on doing something like that. We can preserve some things and put that money away in a different account so that it's there.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
Well, I hopefully y'all got something out of this besides my terrible shotgun story. But enjoy the podcast. Please subscribe. Please tag. Please like. Please share.
Yeah.
All the things. Do all the things. But on the social media platforms. But we have loved the feedback. We have loved how many of y'all started following. And we promise to try to bring as much pertinent content. I think next week it's going to just be Casey. Casey's going to be talking about should you or should you not pay off your mortgage. That's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Till next week, Money Matters with Hill Financial Group. I'm Mike Hill.
Casey Garden.
Thank you very much for watching.